Hey guys, this is KRX50 here bringing you another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Deluxe Jungle Master Megazord from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. This is the Megazord used by the Jungle Fury Red, Blue, and Yellow Rangers in their Jungle Master modes. So it consists of 3 more Zords, the Gorilla, Antelope, and Penguin Spirit Zords. Now while the first 3 Spirit Zords had a lot in common, being 3 wildcats of Africa, and all having a good amount of realism to them, these 3 kind of take that element away. You've got 3 very different animals, and one that lives in a completely different climate than the other 2, and these 2 aren't quite as realistic, for a few reasons. But let's go over them individually first. So first off is the Gorilla Zord, really big and bulky. Got these big fists, and big arms, and nice gorilla face with some blue eyes. Yeah, they all still have the same blue eyes as the first 3 Spirit Zords. Now where this guy loses realism is right down here. In the place of feet, this guy has wheels all along it that lets him roll along, and unfortunately he's got these big knee struts. He's got these big struts on his knees for the connector joints. Now, unlike the Tiger Spirit Zord, this guy has electronics that can work in both his Zord and Megazord mode, which involves a little walking feature. So you turn on the switch, and he drags himself forward on his knuckles, like a real gorilla would do. And, as a little bonus, if he's lying down, he can pick himself back up. Just like that. So just turning him off at the right interval. So there we have that. Pretty nice. Next we have the Antelope Zord, which was called a gazelle, but antelopes and gazelles are pretty similar. Here you have the face and the legs. This one also has wheels on it, taking away some realism. And it even has this little weird spring coil thing on the back. Got some clear orange horns that are rubbery plastic. And you can move up and down its head. You can also move the head on this one too. And move around its arms. Let's rotate the fists. You can rotate the front legs and the back legs. So a lot of that's for transformation. And this one's the most unrealistic, the Penguin. But most of the Zord consists of this big surfboard. Now that is possibly inspired by that CGI movie Surf's Up from DreamWorks. I mean, Surfing Penguin, and they were made in the same year. It's really hard to think of that as a coincidence. Also has its cute little heart design on it, and headphones on it. You can rotate it around the wings and flip them up and down. It's got a surfboard, which is really, really long. It's got wheels down the bottom, and this little thing on the front. And you've also got a combined gimmick between the Penguin and Antelope Zords. So you take the Antelope, bring up its legs, push forward those legs, and connect the surfboard to the back of the Antelope. If I can just get it in there. Okay, until it's like that. The Penguin on. This is just kind of simulate a little kick attack. And you press that and it launches out. For a more smooth surface demonstration, we have that. It just doesn't go too far on some surfaces, but it's cool how it simulates one of the actual attacks from the show. So, to start the transformation, once again we'll start with the legs. Okay, starting with the gazelle. Okay, fold up its head and bring the back legs around frontwise and the front legs around backwise. Then pull up the head like that. Then for the penguin at surfboard, detach this part, fold in this peg, fold up the head, and you gotta fold it in and around like that. The way to tell which way is which is that you've got these little indents for the wings to fit inside, and these little pegs to hold it in place. Then, for the gorilla, take these legs, fold them all the way back, and here you see these little colored spots to show you where to place which leg. Rotate the fists to reveal flame details. Take the pectorals and put them on the shoulders. Like that. Split open this big thing here. Should reveal this nice flame sticker and this jewel inside. Then, just like with the Jungle Pride, we plug it in like that. Then we take the head, flip it all the way back, and take this helmet piece and click it on like that. And there we have the Jungle Master Megazord. So that's pretty cool. And in Japan it was called Gecky Fire, which is a very good name since it has all these flame details on it, including some up here on the helmet. Also got this little visor that covers the eyes, which is translucent orange plastic, just like this horn. It's kind of rubbery, and it also kind of looks flame-like. And for its finisher attack, the Jungle Master spin out. You just flick the switch, and while the arms rotate, the shoulders rotate in the opposite shoulder pads rotate in the opposite direction. Though it is noticeably slower than the motor on the Jungle Pride Megazord. But for something like this, it's better that they had it go slow, because they didn't want the gorilla walking to be too fast. If you want to get it to the right position, you gotta stop the arms at the right point. Since these work with the same joints as on the Jungle Pride Megazord, you can switch out the legs. For each of these, you use the switches on the back and detach the legs, like so. Same with these, you got switches on the backs. So then, you can do a full-on leg swap. Like that. And like that. Whoops. So that's kind of cool. Switching the legs back. Now, since the Gecky Fire didn't have any lights in it anywhere, but since it kept all the same details and moldings and paints and everything, this Megazord is exactly the same as its Japanese counterpart. So extremely recommended to Gecky Ranger and Jungle Fury fans. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. This is KRX50 riding off.